Love all the colors here. This was my maybe third time doing Cakesicles. I kind of lost track now because it's just so time consuming, but I do enjoy it. But this was my first time doing a chocolate Cakesicle. So this was 2 dozen Cakesicles chocolate, a dozen Oreos, and a dozen strawberries here. And everything came out pretty cool. I like the theme. The theme's K-pop. The only downside here, it was my first time doing a chocolate cake, and I had to redo it 2 times because I was thinking that, okay, since I substitute sour cream for oil, so that way the popsicle sticks stay inside the Cakesicle when you dip them, use sour cream. But if you use sour cream, you have to compensate it. And with vanilla cake, you compensate it using vanilla extract, putting in there. So with this one, I said, well, I don't have that option, vanilla extract. So let me put in more chocolate icing than I typically do with the vanilla. And it ended up just being too much. So when it came time to make my Cakesicles, they were falling apart because they were just way too moist and wet. So side note, next time, don't overdo it with the chocolate icing. Here I'm cutting out my edible stickers. Didn't use a lot. I kind of, spread them out. I didn't want all of the Cakesicles to just be edible images because I like it to be very custom and not super boring. Microphone, love that piece. Frames, I love. These sprinkles are awesome. They're very thick and shiny, and a little bit goes a long way. This is the method that I use when I'm applying sprinkles, large sprinkles to certain areas. I use a toothpick. I dip the end into the almond bark and use it as a glue. And this just works for me. A lighter, wouldn't want to use it with this one just because of messing up the frame and just little delicate spots. Now, if I stick on the image, oh yeah, I'm going to use the lighter to reheat the almond bark, but not for this particular style. Frames, I normally don't have a good, experience taking them out, but these frames came out pretty well. Normally, if you pop them in the refrigerator after you've made your mold, it helps them to stay together and you have less chance of breaking if you put them in the refrigerator. And then also if you overfill them a little bit, you have a less chance of them breaking as well. Just keep in mind when you overfill them, then you're going to have to go back with a razor and take off the extra parts that you don't need. With the Oreos, I did put a 1.5 tablespoons on the bottom, then put my Oreo, and then put another 1.5 tablespoons, and they came out pretty, but they were a little bit still too thick. So I think the next time I do Oreos, I'm going to put 1 tablespoon on the bottom, 1 tablespoon on top, and call it a day. Here you can see the marble method where I am putting almond bark down and then putting a couple of drops of food coloring, swirling it around to make that purple one that you see there in the back. But overall, very pretty. They're the strawberries. Awesome, awesome. Love it.